What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Dark Lord Jones back with the Surge. I don't know how much further we got to go. Last video wasn't too bad. We made progress. Got out of that shitty area. I just don't like the way it was laid out. They had way too many big ass characters like the wizards in these little areas. It just smacked you around. I don't know. There's so much to this game that's wrong. So we're back to Central Production B. Not really sure where to go. I did change up my gear. I got all pieces of the Gorgon armor. Had to level them all up. And there's not many people you can farm, so it took forever, dude. I also met the staff lady who asked for pieces of the armor. Gave them to her. I don't know what it's going to do for us, but yeah, dude, I had to rebuild those pieces and farm them back up. I made it back down to where that train was, and there's at the very bottom, there's nothing there. So I don't know what that is. There's also a door behind it that doesn't open. But in the original security area, that door opened up, and there's another door to the right. So I'm going to see what's over there. So before we start, if you can, like, subscribe, comment, all that great stuff. Embrace Starter Sports Dark Lord. Let's get back with Warren and just try to end this game. And back here, see, I got the full Gorgon armor on. The alarm is going off. Don't know why. The security's everywhere. He's losing his shit. This dude's still cool. All that DLC, that free stuff that I saw, I didn't get anything. Well, where is it at? It was one pole. Well, no, it was this, which I don't think does anything. I don't even see where the pole went. Oh, this cobalt thing. Nothing to it. Still at a crossroads with this and this, because even though there's like energy on this, it doesn't swing as fast as that volatile. Yeah, see back there? He's one of the dudes I had to farm, and there's one guy, well, two guys to the left. Come on, come out here. This thing is annoying. You gotta go. Over here on the specs, yo, the set bonus is stamina regen. I like that. This is the, well, I thought it was a door, but it's an elevator. Why is everything shaking? Like, don't tell me we're gonna fall again. Executive forum. Yeah, see the way he's like shaking, it's like, yo, we gonna fall again? Unmapped area, no records found. Okay, deadlift. Dead door. You may open sometime.
This area is reserved for security personnel only.
I knew you'd make it. I knew it. Warren? You still there? I didn't doubt you for a second. Please be careful. You're so close now. First of all, it's crucial that you can move freely, or you won't go far. You'll need some kind of authorization. A code, or maybe a borrowed identity. Our primary goal should be to check on the board. And please don't take any unnecessary risks.
What is so great about this board?
I don't want to lose you.
Like, dude, they're not.
Not now. I've gotten used
Weird
to
how
it
she's
being
talking to us like that.
So where are you? You said you're stuck in management. I'm here.
When you break the lockdown, all the doors should open. I'll meet you in the boardroom once you've taken down the firewall. We'll finally be able to put an end to this nightmare.
Where can I find the board?
Where do you think? In the boardroom. Did you
We don't know
really
where
need
that
to
is.
ask that?
Yeah, because where's the boardroom?
What can you tell me about this
What a
sector?
bitch.
I always found it exciting. The hub of CREO. Decisions made here affect the world, and we can find help here, Warren. I know it.
I better get going.
Be safe.
Yeah, whatever, bitch. Med bay. No one has dropped any MK4 parts. Well, someone dropped the weapon part. What is back there? Because, dude, we saw something like that in the previous zone and
Make
it
sure
didn't
to
open.
report any suspicious activity to your superiors.
Okay, you don't open.
This area is reserved for security personnel only.
It's giving off MK3 parts. Alright, so something over there. These fucking things. Again, everything hits a lot harder than we do.
That bitch just tried to get me killed. I know it. She made me go through security, right through their damn HQ. Said there was no other way. Sure, the vent system would have been a better option. Even the main entrance was less guarded. I nearly got killed because of her. I am so stupid to put all my trust in her. Who else have I got?
Okay, so we're up here now. So there was really no point to go that way. Because I could have just went up the stairs. There's just an audio log back there. Dude, they're gonna have to give me more MK4 parts if I'm gonna fight these things. Yeah, I'm not going down there. See that three-legged thing? What is this? Failure. This goes back to Hobbs.
Copy. Right, the network's still down. That means no internal sensors or cameras, but we did just get a power spike from one of the service elevators. That means we have an intruder on this floor. I want additional forces to the boardroom right away. Nothing's to get through. In the meantime, you two, go and check out the area around the elevator. Coordinates have already been sent. No games, no warnings. Take down any unauthorized personnel immediately. Well, what are you waiting for? Move out.
Authorized personnel only beyond
That's
this
annoying.
point.
This is like a boss zone, and I'm looking at those two mechs up there. And that dude.
Lay down your weapons and come peacefully. Or don't. It's just the same to me.
Okay. Dude, the run back to him is bullshit.
Be alert, be vigilant, be safe. Threat level elevated.
What was that?
At this time.
Yo, are you serious?
Have you been cleared for this sector?
Just out of curiosity. No, I didn't get any. Yes, I did. I got MK4 from someone, but it wasn't him.
Have you been cleared for this sector?
Dude, I gotta fight these guys to get back to him. Yo, no! Dude, no, no, no!
Upgrading tactical analysis. Enforce maximum punitive measures.
Dude, I can't. No, this. I'm doing no damage. Yeah. This is why I hate this fucking game, man. Like, you see that? I'm not doing anything to him. I swing faster with that, but I can't do this, man. I can't. There's gotta be something here, dude, that I'm missing.
Make sure to report any suspicious activity to your superiors.
Let me pause and see if I can find parts. I can't find anything to boost my levels, and yeah, I quit. I give up. I'm gonna take some notes and do my review of this, but dude, I'm being honest. I just can't do this anymore. This game is so poorly put together, and this boss is such bullshit. You gotta fight this guy and that dude on top of it, and there's no way to level your weapon up. No one's dropping MK4 parts in this area. I don't know where I got them from. I went back to the previous area. I'm not getting MK4 parts for weapons, and I just can't do this anymore. Deck 13, you're a fucking horrible developer, dude. I would never recommend this game to anyone. So I'm gonna go back and film a review, but this is it for me. Yeah, dude, as you saw, I can't do this anymore, man. Surge, I throw in a towel that I can't take this game anymore. I mean, I've had this similar issue with other games, and I tried to force myself, and it's so hard. Anybody else who's done this before, it's so hard to keep trying to record and force yourself to play something when you're not having any fun whatsoever. Video games are always supposed to be about having fun, and anyone else who's into like the Souls-like genre, like we like the challenge, and it feels so good to overcome that challenge. This is like it just wasn't happening. I don't want to completely shit on the game, even though I desperately want to, because when I played Lords of the Fallen, the original from Deck 13, and dude, that game sucked ass. So much wrong. They did learn a few things with this. For one, like the movement was a lot more faster. Camera might have been a little too fast, but I'm sure you could adjust that. But combat-wise, everything was so much more faster. I really did enjoy the executions, and sometimes like when you would do it, the camera was slow-mo zoom in. That was cool. The story, from what people were telling me, is like the main reason why I wanted to check this game out. The dystopian future setting, corrupt company trying to take over the people. With these, I think it was the one dude who was talking about utopia. He said something about nanites or nanonites, or I can't remember what he said. That's another thing, dude. I'm gonna get more into this. I like to start off with the targeting. The targeting sounded really good on paper. Like it was a huge difference from just an enemy lock on. You could pick and choose what limb you wanted to sever, and I was like, yeah, that's a game changer. After doing it, it felt poorly executed. When I say that, I'm talking about like sometimes when I would fight fast enemies, I'd be targeted on either the blue limb or a specific limb that I'm trying to sever. There'd be multiple times when it would just start locking on to a different part that I don't want and I'm not trying to hit. Even like switching between enemies, that sucked too, because a lot of times I'd be hitting the left trigger and it's not switching between the two enemies, or it will switch to a completely different enemy that I'm not even trying to get to. And if you're fighting a lot of enemies at once, I'm sitting there clicking the right thumbstick and it won't even unlock. That screwed me over a lot of times. A perfect example of the targeting would be the second boss when I fought Firebug. It's got all them legs and the legs would constantly spin, but it would always spin to the leg in the back. That you would try to retarget to the one to the front, but it wouldn't switch to it. You'd have to untarget it, which would sometimes wouldn't even work because I'm sitting there clicking the right thumbstick and I'm getting destroyed because I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. I didn't like the leveling system either. The power core, I think it would have been better with point allocation, because every time you get another point, you would get just 1 point in the health. I know you need the implants, but I don't know, it just didn't feel right. Even with like defense, like your defense only went up if you had certain armor parts. Stamina, same thing. Stamina doesn't go up unless you got the implant. The grind almost felt pointless because every Souls player, we always grind. You grinded for pretty much 1 health point, and then the proficiency, the same thing. You would get 1 point into attack. And it sucked with trying to level up weapons because a lot of times the enemies would be way more harder than they should be, but you can't get the parts to balance it out. There was even one part where I didn't have MK1 parts anymore because I really didn't save up a lot of them. I only leveled up what I needed to. Then when the time came to level up what I wanted to, I had to go all the way back to the first zone, then to the second zone, before I could start getting my MK3 parts again. It was I believe that's when I was doing the Gorgon armor set, because I did that off cam. I was like, yeah, this is going to take fucking forever. The layout kind of put me off too, meaning like there was no sense of direction. Usually, like even in the Souls games and Bloodborne and all that, you just keep going forward, and you find out where you got to go. Even if the path branches, you still have an idea where you got to go. That chick Sally, it was like she was so vague, and then Like everyone kept saying to go to the executive floor. Even when you saw when I went to the laboratories with Chavez, you didn't see it, but I edited off like 30 minutes of me walking around that whole zone. Like, where's the executive floor? Because you're thinking, I'm at this place. Every area's got one med bay. You're thinking they have a boss, but not every zone had a boss. That was weird. Like, talking about it further about the executive floor thing, I didn't know where to go for the laboratory zone after I went around it, couldn't find a boss or anything. I actually had to look it up. You had to go all the way back to the last zone. I would have never figured that out. I'm sitting there looking for another train, which that sucked too. You could only go from zone to zone when you go all the way back to the train. It just felt like all this BS that was just piling up, piling up, piling up. It was sucking all the fun out of the game. And you heard me say multiple times, I just wanted to complete the game. I just wanted to get through it. I wasn't enjoying where I was at. Even like with the bosses. Pax, the first boss, felt like a real Dark Souls boss because it was pretty much know your dodge, your mechanics. He didn't have too many tricky attacks, but it kind of felt like it eased you into what was coming. Second boss, Firebug, the targeting ruined it for me. The third boss, Big Sister. Yeah, dude, just that. Thinking about that. It's like a big ass fucking transformer. And I had to switch weapons and had to stop and go off cam, raise the proficiency and everything to do twin rigged. That boss sucked. The last boss, Black Cerberus, is what killed it for me because, dude, I couldn't get the parts to level up at all. And they brought the first boss back. I even tried playing it off cam, and dude, he just keeps respawning. I also didn't like the one shots from certain enemies. Like, you heard me complain a lot about the three-legged machines. Everything felt like it hit 10 times harder than what you were doing. It just never felt balanced. The only move that really worked is the slide attack. The combat, even though it's faster than the previous game, it felt like it needed a real true parry. I did learn like towards the end that if you're holding down block, at a certain point you can hit attack, but a lot of times I'd eat that attack, dude. I'd still get hurt. You know, I'd break through his attack. All the negatives just so much outweighed any positives that were in this game, and I can't do it anymore. If it's another game where it felt like they made their shit hard, just like, yeah, our game's hard just like other Souls likes, but there was no feeling of accomplishment when I did anything. It was just like, man, F this place, F this boss. Let me get through this. Let me just get out of this zone. Let me complete this. I didn't even feel like exploring certain zones, man. A lot of times I'd miss doors because it's another thing I forgot to mention. The hallway thing. I know this is a dystopian future and everything, but everything started looking the same. Like the Utopia area. I missed a huge door because everything started looking the same, and that was another wasted episode. A lot of people will tell me about the Surge too, but I don't even want to do it. And it sucks watching my money burn, dude, because I paid for that game. I did pay for the Surge too because I read so many things. People were saying this is so good. I just don't know. Yeah, so this is a big ass flop, man. So I'm sorry to quit this early, but I can't force myself to do so when I'm just no enjoyment whatsoever. So if you can, go underneath this video, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, all the great stuff. Embrace Thunder Sports Dark Lord. Check out my other videos, my other playthroughs. I'm trying to stream every Sunday. A lot of people, if you watch, you'll see me playing Monster Hunter Wilds. I don't know what I'm going to do next. Maybe jump back to Metroid Dread. Or I have the Plague Tales games. I haven't played a lot of stealth games. But everyone raves about that soundtrack, the story, cinematic, so we'll see.